Hi guys, welcome to your mat space today. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me on YouTube. I really do appreciate it. If you are enjoying my classes, then please do subscribe, share with friends, family. It really does mean a lot. So today we are going to be starting in a kneeling position. So you will need a strap and a block, but please don't worry if you don't have them. And then we're going to bring the hands to the thighs, grow tall through the spine, and just soften the eyes down. So soften the shoulder, gentle tuck of the chin, arriving on your mat space. Just noticing how you feel mentally, physically, emotionally. And just try not to attach yourself to any of these. Acknowledge whatever's coming up. Breathe into whatever's coming up. But don't get drifted away by them. Don't let yourself drift off. So come back. And now we're going to connect to the breath. So as we inhale, breathe in for a count of 4 through the nose as we expand the tummy. Then the exhale softens, releases for a count of 6 through the nose. Again, in for 4. Out for 6. In for 4. Out for 6. Good, continuing this. Softening the jaw, the teeth. As always, listen to your body. So working with any injuries, restrictions, limitations, just work with however you're feeling today. So know when to challenge yourself, but also know when to let go, ease off, perhaps rest in child's pose. Good, then slowly flickering the eyes open. Bring the right fingertips down to the mat. Inhale to sweep the left arm up. Exhale, come to side bend. So we're finding that lovely space through the left side waist. The left shoulder comes back a little bit, but keep heavy through the hips. Good. Inhale to center. Release the left fingertips down. Reach the right arm up. Exhale, over to the left. Lovely side opener through the right. Finding as much space as we can. Good. Inhale to come up. Exhale to release down. Good. And then coming into our neck. So bring the hands to the thighs. Draw the chin in towards the chest. Good. Try not to allow the spine to round either. It's literally flexion through the neck. And taking the chin towards the left underarm. Left ear towards the left shoulder. As we slowly bring the head back, taking the right ear to the right shoulder. Chin towards the right underarm. And then chin towards the chest. One more like this towards the left. Moving slowly. Opening through the different muscle fibers within the neck. Good. And then chin to the chest and then reverse. So chin towards the right underarm, right ear to the right shoulder. Slowly take the head back as we take the left ear to the left shoulder. Chin towards the left underarm and then towards the chest. One more time. Moving slowly with control. Maybe noticing a few clicks and cracks. And then come back to center. So coming into our eagle arms, bring the arms out to the side, and then we're going to take the right arm underneath the left, bend into the elbows, either take opposite shoulders, you can bring the backs of the hands to touch, or the palms to touch. And then as we inhale, lift the elbows roughly in line with the shoulders, draw the forearms slightly further away from the face. Good. Tuck the chin slightly so there's length in the neck. Take a deep breath in here. As we inhale, lift the elbows, maybe lift the chest as you gaze up towards the ceiling. Then as we exhale, tuck the chin, squeeze the elbows towards the spine, folding over, opening between the shoulders. Inhale, find the extension, lifting up. The whole length of the breath, the whole length of the exhale, squeezes everything in. Good, last time. Inhale. And exhale. Good, and then inhale to come to center. Gently release the arms. Give the arms a little shake. Good, and then bring the arms back out to the side. This time the left elbow comes underneath the right. Either bring the hands to the shoulders, backs of the hands to touch, or the wrist, or the palms touch. So lift the elbows. Good at ruffling along the shoulders. Keep the shoulders nice and soft. Forearms draw away from the face. Inhale, lift the elbows, find an expansion through the front body. Exhale, squeeze everything in. Tuck the chin in towards the chest as we squeeze the elbows towards the tummy. Again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to come to center, and then slowly release the arms. Give the arms a shake. Good. So coming to our tabletop. Hands underneath the wrists. The wrists underneath the shoulders underneath. Yeah, and the knees underneath the hips. Okay. So we're going to lengthen the right leg behind us. Bring the toes down, stretch through the back of the right leg. Tummy draws in, squeeze the glutes. Bring a little bit of movement forwards and back. Good. As we work dynamically, press into the hands so we lift through the shoulders. Good. Squeeze the right glute. Float the right leg up into the air. Bend, flex the right foot. So slightly internally rotate the right hip. Either stay here or you can lengthen the left arm forward. This is our inhale. Exhale, squeeze everything in. Knee to nose. Inhale, use the tummy to find that length. Good. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, last time. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release. Hand and knee down. Good. Coming to the other side. Lengthen the left leg behind. Press through the heel. Bring a little bit of dynamic movement forwards and back. Good. Come to stillness. Squeeze the glutes as we float the left leg off of the mat. Keep the hip in line. Flex the foot, then maybe float the right arm forwards. This is our inhale. Exhale, squeeze right elbow, left knee. Squeeze the tummy. Inhale to find that length. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release. Down. Good. Then give the hips a little shimmy side to side. Good. And then coming to sit down onto our heels, coming to a little bit more core work. So bring the hands down just in front of the knees, squeeze the tummy, also really lovely for the fronts of the feet here. Often areas we don't activate and focus on. So squeeze the tummy, press into the hands, lift through the shoulders. Then we're going to lift the shins off of the mat. Squeeze the tummy and down. Good. Inhale. Exhale, knees lift. Inhale, down. Keep this going. Good. Really squeeze the tummy. Working through the hip flexors. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Release down. Release the hips down. Good. And then we're going to come to our downward facing dog. So plant the hands, lift the hips nice and high. So this first down dog. So bend the knees as much as needed. And then just bring a little bit of movement. Just making sure that the head is soft. So The neck is soft, so nod the head yes and no a few times. Slide the shoulders towards the hips, finding that length through the spine. Good, then pause and come to stillness. Bend the knees, gaze forwards, walk the feet all the way to the top of the mat. Coming to a ragdoll, so deep bend in the knees, resting the belly on the thighs, crown of the head is heavy. Arms can either dangle down, or you can take hold of opposite elbows and maybe bring a little sway side to side. That can feel quite nice. And the head yes and no. Good. Then release the hands down, tuck the chin, slowly come all the way up. Keep the belly in until we come to standing. Good. And then once you're in your standing position, find your Tadasana. So big toes come to touch slightly. Little part in the ankles. All feet can be hip width distance apart. And then spin the palms forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together, find a little bit of broadness through the chest. Good, close down the eyes. And pause here. Just noticing how the body's feeling. Good. Okay, so then opening the eyes. Ground down through the left leg, so nice and strong here. Squeeze the tummy, float the right knee up. So hug the right thigh as close as you can towards the torso. With control, bend into the left knee. Imagine you're moving through treacle. Keep the tummy active. Lightly step that right leg back. Good, coming to our high lunge. So make sure that the left knee is roughly over the ankle. Strong through this right thigh. Good, torso activates to find that length. Then reach the arms up overhead. Good. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, soften the right knee down, touch it to the mat, then drive through the left heel as we lift up on the inhale. Good. Exhale comes down, drive through the left heel, squeeze the glutes as we come up. Good, one more. And come up. Pause here. Take a deep breath in. Reach the left hand to the back of the right thigh. Reach the right arm up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Scissor the inner thighs together. Squeeze the glutes. Lovely side opener through the right. Good. Inhale to come to center. Exhale, release the hands down. Step back to plank. And we're going to lower down to our tummies. Option to lower with the knees down or lower through full plank to your tummy. So when we're ready, with control, squeeze the tummy, squeeze the glutes, lower all the way down. Once we get down, untuck the toes. Inhale, come to our baby cobra. Press the tops of the feet, the pubic bone down, squeeze the glutes, hover the hands, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale to release down. Inhale to come back onto our knees, tuck the toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Good, inhale here, and exhale. Inhale. At the bottom of the exhale, walk, step, float lightly to the top of the mat. As we inhale, squeeze the glutes, come to your halfway lift. Use the tummy, then exhale, fold down. Bend the knees as much as needed. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release the hands through heart center. Good, changing sides. Ground down through the right leg. Good. Float the left leg up, hug the thighs close as we can to the torso, flex the foot. Bend into the right knee as we lightly, with control, good, step that left leg back, coming to our high lunge. Scissor the inner thighs, strong through this left leg, make sure the right knee's roughly over the ankle. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, strong torso. Exhale, bend the left knee down. Inhale, drive through the right heel to come up. Exhale, so use as much muscle activation as we can. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale to come down. Inhale to come up. Good. This time right hand comes behind to the left thigh. Reach up with the left arm. Exhale, side bend to the left. Nice. Squeezing everything. Squeeze the tummy, the glutes, the thighs. Good. Inhale to center. Exhale, release the hands down. Step back to plank. Come through your vinyasa to your tummy. Good. Inhale, come to your Baby cobra, squeeze the shoulders, hands can stay down or you can hover the hands. Just make sure that the lower body's nice and active. So the feet press down, the pubic bone presses down, and we squeeze the glutes. Exhale to release down. Inhale, coming onto our knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, right leg sweeps into the air, flexing the foot. Exhale, right knee outside of the right elbow, coming to our three-legged plank. Inhale, lift that right leg up. Use the core. Exhale, moving with control rather than momentum. Right knee towards the nose. Inhale. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Release the left knee down. Pause here. Find your lunge. So nice active lunge. Draw the right heel back, left knee forwards. Good. Inhale to sweep the arms up overhead. Scissor the thighs. Good. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands down. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, come back to our half monkey. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Flex through that right foot. Have a little micro bend into that right knee. Inhale for your low lunge. Exhale. Half monkey. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half monkey. Good. Pause here. Option to come all the way back onto the hip, onto the heel. Folding over, you can stay nice and high. Up to you, you can turn the toes out or in. Good, just pause wherever feels good for you. Lengthen through the chest. Keep that right foot flexed. And imagine you're pressing the right heel in and dragging it towards you. So we're nice and active. Good. Breathing here. One more breath. Inhale to come forward. Ground the hands. Step back to plank. Good. Come through your vinyasa. Either lower through your vinyasa to your, either lower through your chaturanga to up dog, or lower to your tummy to cobra. Up to you. But whichever you choose, make sure we're not collapsing through the shoulders. The tummy's engaged, the glutes are engaged. Exhale, down dog. Good. Inhale, left leg sweeps into the air. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Squeeze the core, use your strength. Inhale. Exhale, left knee, nose. Inhale. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale. Exhale, left knee, nose, and step the left foot forwards. Landing softly, release the right knee down. Find your pause here. Good. Ground the left foot down, left heel drags back, right knee drags forwards. Nice and active here. Squeeze the tummy as we inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Pause here. Good. Squeeze the glutes, press the left foot down, torso finds that length. Exhale, release the hands down. Good. Take an inhale here. Exhale, shift the hips back, lift the left foot, come into our half monkey. Press the left heel down, flex the foot, nice little micro bend in the knee. Inhale to come forwards. Exhale to come back. Good. Inhale to come forwards. Exhale to come back. Well done. Inhale to come forwards. Exhale to come back. Pause, hold it here. Option to sit the hips back towards the heel. Good. Imagine you're drawing the left foot in and dragging it back so we're nice and active. Tummy stays active. Breathing into the back of that left leg. Good. Inhale to come forward. Ground the hands, step back. Plank, come through your vinyasa. Good. Back bend of your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. The bottom of the exhale, walk, step, float lightly to the top of the mat, come into a seated position. Good. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Keep the knees open nice and wide. Inhale to find that length through the spine, and then imagine you're tilting, you're anteriorly tilting at the pelvis. as you draw forwards with the chest. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs. You can use the elbows inside the shins to encourage the knees to open a little bit wider. Good, breathing here. Nice. Two more breaths here. Soften the jaws, soften the teeth. Good, slowly coming up. We're going to keep the left foot in towards the inner right thigh. Right leg lengthens out. So we want to come into lateral flexion through the pelvis, through the left side here, through the spine. So just make sure that we're nice and even through the sit bones. Flex the right foot. Bring the right hand either to the thigh, or you can bring the forearm down. Then as we inhale, sweep the left arm up. Exhale, side bend over. So imagine you're reaching for that right foot. Roll the left shoulder back slightly. Right forearm can come inside. You might even be able to touch the foot, but keep that opening through the left side body. Good. Try not to collapse the chest down to reach for it. Good. One more breath here. Squeeze the tummy as we come all the way up. Good. Change sides. Right foot comes in, left leg comes out. Ground down through the sit bones first, tall through the spine, active through this left leg. Bring the left hand down to the mat or the thigh. Inhale, right arm sweeps up. Exhale, side bend. Good. Taking your time, breathing into the areas you're feeling tight, tense. Good. Keep that left foot nice and flexed. Well done. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. Good. Then bring both feet together, bending the knees. We're going to come down onto our back. So coming to a little roll down. So bring the arms forwards, tuck the chin, squeeze the tummy in as we come all the way down. Keep that control. So if you think that you've got the tummy in, imagine someone's drawing your belly button towards the spine. Good. So we've got that control all the way. Good. Now when we get down, we're going to come into our bridges. So a little bit of glute work here. So bring the feet roughly hip width distance apart and you roughly skim the heels with the middle fingers and then the palms facing down. So before we start, we want to find our engagement through the glutes and the inner thighs. So press the feet down, especially the heels, and then imagine you're posteriorly tilting the pelvis. So we're pressing the lower back down into the mat. Imagine you're squishing a strawberry underneath the lower back. Lift through the pelvic floor, tummy draws in. Squeeze the glutes and imagine that you're trying to draw the inner thighs towards each other, but you're not active, you're not actually doing it. So as we inhale, start to lift the hips, keep that glute engagement, don't lose it. Imagine you're squeezing a pencil between your butt cheeks. Send the hips nice and high, squeeze the tummy. Good, extra squeeze at the top of the bum. Then exhale, start to soften everything down. Tummy draws in, good. Don't let those glutes go. Keep that activity all the way, pressing into the feet until the tailbone touches down. Good, we go again. Release for a moment, squeeze everything, press the lower back down as we lift up. Good, for engaging through those glutes, the tummy, and lower down. Good. 3 more like that. Release everything and then find that engagement again. Strong engagement, lift those hips nice and high. Lower all the way down. Good, 2 more. Squeeze, lift up. Lower all the way down. Last time. Squeeze and up. We're going to hold it here. Okay? So what we're going to do, lower down halfway, drive up through those heels. Lower down halfway, drive up. Keep the belly active. Glutes active. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, good, then release all the way down, well done. Hug the knees in towards the chest, give yourself a big hug, and then we'll come in to ease those glutes off. So release the feet down, take the right ankle to the left thigh, pause here, flex the right foot. You can press the right leg away from you, just be mindful that you're not directly on the knee, you're between the knee and the hip. Then maybe hug the left knee in, you can interlace the hands around the thigh, the shin. Good, but we want to find softness through the chest, softness through the neck and shoulders. So try not to strain yourself to reach. You can bring a little bit of movement side to side, dynamically moving. This can feel really nice. Good. And then pause and come to stillness. And then release the left leg down. Goalpost the arms, and we're going to bring the legs to the left, coming into a little twist. So option here to come into a deeper hip opener. You can draw the left knee higher, but just listen to the right knee here, okay? Breathing here. Right foot stays down, left knee, right knee draws up. So we're twisting through the spine, but also this can feel really nice. Do the outer right hip too. One more breath. Good. Squeeze the tummy as we come back to center. Release the right leg down. Just maybe centralize the hips in the middle of the mat again. Then left ankle, right shin. Pause here. Flex the left foot. Use the left hand to open. Just pause here for a moment. We don't want to rush into our poses, especially when we're opening quite deeply. We want to give our body time to adjust and respond. Then maybe reach the hands behind the right shin, behind the right thigh or the shin. Maybe come to some dynamic movement. Good. Breathing here, soften the chest. The neck is nice and soft. The hips are soft. Good. Then come to stillness. Release the right leg. And then we're going to bring the legs over to the right. So again, draw the right leg closer up to a right 90-degree angle to work closer into that left hip. Left foot comes down, left knee faces up. Any niggling, any knee issues, pulling, please just watch the knees here. Breathing into the outside of the hip, tuck the chin. Good, just one more breath here as we're finding that nice twist, but also that left outer hip opener. Good, coming back to center. Nice, release the legs, just centralize the hips in the middle of the mat. And then lengthen the legs out, give yourself a full body stretch here. Good, and then hug the knees in towards the chest. Take the forehead up to the knees, squeeze yourself into the smallest ball you can possibly squeeze yourself in. Then release everything down, and then coming into your Shavasana. So I'll guide you through it. So either lengthening the legs out in front of you, but making sure that we've got a nice gap so the legs can fully soften. The arms come down beside you with the palms facing up, leaving a gap between the arms and the body. Soften the head, the shoulders, the neck. Allow the hips to melt, and then give this time back to yourself to surrender. Let everything go. And just allow the body to be here in stillness, giving this time back to yourself, part of your self-care, your self-love regime. And as always, taking as much time as you need here. This is always the most important part of the yoga class, our Shavasana, the relaxation, calming the nervous system. And often we don't have enough time here, so I'm going to leave you here. As always, thank you so much for joining. Hopefully see you soon on the mat. I'm wishing you a lovely day. Namaste.